Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Tuesdays at 2 with Cornerstone Homes. I'm Kirsten Neese, and here with me today is Roger Glover, the owner and principal of Cornerstone Homes and the Crescent Group. Today we're here to talk about plan development, and we have a really exciting announcement this week. We're announcing a new floor plan in our collection of plans, and just wanted to talk with Roger a little bit more about how we go about doing that and what that looks like. So welcome, Roger. We're in your office.
Thank you. Yeah, feel comfortable. Let's get started.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what Cornerstone Homes does to develop a new plan, and who you partner with, what that looks like, what kind of steps you start.
Well, first let me say that in terms of really new series of plans, we don't do that very often because it's a very long process, very detailed, involved process to do that. So the set of plans that we're in series that we're currently building at Chickahominy Falls, in Barley Woods in Fredericksburg, and at the Cove in Chesterfield County all came from a 3-year process of developing the the Charles and
right. Our classic plans.
The Winchester,
yep,
and the Washington and the Lewis, along with the paired homes. So basically, the process starts with a whole lot of research. And for me, research really goes back probably 25 years because I've done nothing but followed 55 plus design plans, home plans, since I really got started building.
Right.
So over the years, there's a number of national marketing research companies that have compiled tons of information through surveys and interviews and focus groups, along with working with the National Association of Home Builders, in just multiple surveys coming up with what 55 plus, or now the boomer,
right,
boomer crowd primarily, both young and mature boom crowd, are looking for in a home. And so I have just years of national perspective and research from all the general trends nationwide.
Right, and you're on the 55 Plus Housing Council, which
Right.
is another great resource.
Right. So, but then what you really need to do is focus specifically in your area. What are the preferences? And that's what we did about 5 or 6 years ago in Fredericksburg, primarily in Fredericksburg, but Fredericksburg market and Richmond and even Williamsburg market are somewhat similar, we found. So we basically hired a national marketing firm to come in and assist in doing the survey. We sent out nearly 2,000 direct mail surveys primarily to folks that were boomers, that were 55 plus in the area. We got a 30% response, which is phenomenal, with a multitude of questions from that, along with what we knew from national surveys. Then we sat down again with both a local and a national architectural firm that specialize exclusively in 55 plus designs.
Okay.
And we went to work and came up with really 8 different designs. And both some paired homes, but primarily single family detached, because we already had a great set of plans that I've built for years, which are the Epcon attached 4-plex plans. So with that, after putting together the plans, then the next step was focus groups. So we had a week of focus groups, primarily from people that said we'd love to be in a focus group from when we sent out the direct mail. Plus, we had a group of 10 agents, real estate agents and brokers that specialize in 55 plus in Richmond and Fredericksburg. So we had a focus group with them, again led by our national marketing firm. So going through questions, basically critiquing the plans. And we rated everything. Rated different rooms, square footage, fireplaces, where, should you have a dining room, should you not have a dining room, how many, size of garage, just on and on. Probably 100 to 200, 100 to 150 different questions, and rated 1 through 10, and went through that. And from that, then we went back. So we heard what they said, we listened. We also ran all our plans by our marketing and sales people who are on the front line talking to people every day about what their preferences are. And with all that information, we went back and then sort of tweaked in some cases, dropped some plans in other cases, and came back with the series that we have now. Now, when we talk about the Lexington, which is our newest plan, which I'm the most excited really most exciting plan for me since I started doing this 25 years ago, because it just provides so many options for people to really design the dream home that they want,
right.
specifically on what they find most important, especially today with the whole coronavirus situation. Much more attention's on how livable, enjoyable can your home be, both inside and then outside areas around your home. So as you know, we took probably then another survey just from here in Richmond, from the folks that were our VIPs, which we got up to 4,000 at Chickahominy Falls, and sent out a whole nother survey about what they like about the plans, what they don't, and then some suggestions on what we were toying with, let's say, with the Lexington. And with that information, then back with focus groups, then we came up with our tapestry plan with for the Lexington model.
Yeah, and what I love about all of what you're just saying is that it's a lifetime experience, and that's kind of what we've designed here in the tapestry collection, and specifically with the Lexington plan, is that it's a lifetime of experiences that you're bringing to building and designing a new floor plan, but that's what our home buyers are bringing to the home that they're designing, and they have this eclectic mix of lifetime experiences that they want in their new home. And some people want a wine room, and some people are an exercise fanatic, and some people need some extra help around the house. So there's all these different options in this plan that help them to live in the home the way that they want to live in it.
Right. I think what we especially did with the tapestry series, starting with the Lexington plan, is we've for years already known sort of the basics that are most important for a retiree, for a boomer. And so it's sort of like the fundamentals, the block and tackle of, having a more open floor plan, having, all the main living space on one floor, no steps, doors a little bit wider, all these things that make the home easier living and specifically functional as for retirees and as you're sort of, living, thriving in place. So, but I think what happened, and it really started with Chickahominy Falls, with the idea that the agri-hood and the focus on living and wellness and health and engagement, it got to be, let's think about experiences we're trying to create and nurture as opposed to what kind of rooms do people want.
Right.
So, the idea was, and when we did our discussions and our surveys, it's like, what are you looking for in how you live in your house? Not what rooms do you want in your house? We know you want a really nice master suite. We know you want a really nice, entertaining kitchen and kitchen island now. So we know those things.
Right.
We know that, that you need a little bit larger garage, you want more storage and walk-in pantries. But on top of that, what do you really enjoy the most while you're at home? So we focused on experiences and then tried to do plans around it. And what we found is, maybe unlike the Ike generation where one size shoe fits all.
Right.
Boomers, Woodstock is like, no, I want it this way, my way. It's completely different from everybody, a lot of other people. So that's why we started with the plug and play, with like all the different ways you can maneuver different rooms into providing different lifestyles. And that's what the Lexington and the Tapestry series is all about.
Yeah, and it's just, I'm really excited about this plan and getting to launch it this weekend. And so tell me a little bit about your partners and who helps design our plans. We use KTGY out of Washington, which is a national firm.
Right, KTGY is a national firm, offices throughout the United States, and they, along with maybe 3 other national architectural firms over the last 30 years, have also had a group of architects and interior designers and researchers that have purely focused on the 55 plus, since that has been such a growing demographic, and most boomers are looking, or a lot of boomers are looking to build their last home and what do they want. So a lot of focus in KTGY, I felt like across the board, whether it was an area like we're in or if it's a metropolitan area, that they were cutting edge and really focused on responding what people were looking for, as opposed to let me design something I really like and see if you like it.
Right.
So I've enjoyed working with KTGY. They've done, I feel like, a great job with our latest plans. And then you also need to have that balance, if you will, in that local insight and preference, along with being able to maneuver through just getting your construction plans approved.
Right. So
and,
then
and
we
knowing
move to a
local code. And that's Johannes and Associates. And Andrew Scudder's primary, the architect there that we've worked with, that has such a good idea and feeling for what we're trying to do for our homeowners.
Yeah, and that's right. And so Johannes then designs and puts together all of our permit sets and everything for us. So they kind of helped us at the ending of the plan, tuning it to meet the local standards and permit regulations and everything.
And it's a little bit of work with your landscape architect and as well with your engineering firm, HG Studio. Dave Gerstenmeyer and Randy Belts have always worked with us and have a great feel for what we're trying to do when we incorporate outdoor space with the indoor space. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we're working with smaller yards because it's all taken care of, and the real entertainment area is walkable in and out of the house as opposed to your backyard. So, but with coordinating what we're doing with is the whole community in terms of the clubhouse and the trails, how all of it sort of is sort of wrapped together, incorporated, and everything's sort of taken in consideration. So I have to say that we also rely on our landscape design and interior design folks as well.
Right. And I'm excited to share, we're going to have an awesome rendering of this plan that we've been working on in VR, virtual reality, that will bring this plan to you live this weekend. We have a big open house event at Chickahominy Falls from 10 to 2 on Saturday. And we'll have the Lexington plan in action. We've got it in framing right now. And like I said, we're hopeful to have our VR rendering where it'll walk you through all the rooms and show you some of these flex spaces that we've been talking about today. And then also experience what Chickahominy Falls is all about and what it's like to live there. We'll have some live entertainment. We'll have cooking demonstrations. We'll have food trucks. Really a special community and a great place to be. The Lexington plan is only going to be available at Chickahominy Falls for the time being. And then as we grow and move, we'll see other opportunities for this plan. But felt like this was a great place to launch this plan, and really looking forward to sharing it with everybody. Great. So thanks so much for taking the time with me today. Do you have anything else that you want to share?
No, just I'm really excited about the Lexington plan. Honestly, I started to feel like a lot of builders now are really understanding sort of the key sort of components you need to see in a 55 plus, an active adult community and a house plan that works best for folks that are at that stage. But the Lexington, I think, is very unique. It's unlike what everyone else is doing because it provides so many opportunities to sort of develop the house you want. So whereas we're not a pure custom builder, this sure provides an opportunity for people to customize their home to best fit the lifestyle and what they want in a house.
Absolutely. And hence the term for our marketing campaign for the third quarter, which is tailored for you and made for you. So this plan really is tailored to pull together the tapestry of your lifetime in your home. So look forward to seeing everybody. Hope you'll join us this weekend. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.